Speaking of Lagos real estate and housing, rent, and everything relating to Lagos State as a whole and surviving in Lagos, we are here on another episode of Real Estate Realities, and I am your host, Shalom Mark. And today we have two real estate movies at the studio today. You've been hearing from real estate experts all about real estate. So those of you that are first-time home buyers, I really know little or nothing about this. Let's enter these conversations and hear their own take on these real estate matters in Lagos, Nigeria. I am your host, Shalom Mark, and in the studio today,
my name is Duela Obot, and I'm a content creator, YouTuber, and actor too.
Nice having you, Duela.
Thank you.
I'm Adiola Johnson, and I'm a fashion designer and also an entrepreneur.
Nice having you, Adiola.
Thank you.
So now I know you have little or you have a few ideas on real estate, or little or nothing. You get. I'm sure, like every other person knows, that real estate is about buying lands or building house, and there's more to real estate than just buying lands or acquiring housing. Because real estate is a very versatile topic. We go to the housing in Lagos.
Okay.
How long have you lived in Lagos?
Okay, how long have I been paying rent? It's like
3
years.
3 years.
Yes, but I've stayed in Lagos for like 10 years.
18 years.
10 years. I've been staying with my aunt since I started renting house by myself, like these 4 years now.
Oh wow. Okay, independent woman. I love it. Okay, I love it. Where was your auntie staying?
Oh, Isolo.
Isolo.
Yeah.
What's the housing issue over there? Because I know when I was looking for a house, I went to Isolo to find a house, and the house, I literally have to bend my head inside. I'm telling you the truth. I had to, if I'm entering, I have to bend. It was a 2-bedroom flat. I can't even call it a 2-bedroom. I think it was a 1-bedroom that they made 2-bedroom, because the rooms, you have to enter one way and go out the same way you entered. And it was the toilet was down, so I don't even know the land or whatever, whoever, the surveyor or whoever did all of that, but the house was not it. So how is it? It's all housing.
Okay. How it was okay for me, because it was an old building.
The
old estate, and I think they renovated some.
Okay.
But it was like a moderate house. You can get through one. Like, okay, normally you have all these 2-state houses now. So I think I personally, I did not really have issues in the house, because I don't know how they parent. I don't know how they parent, but the house was just moderate, nothing much. It's 3 rooms, a sitting room, and the rest sitting kitchen and the rest. But I don't think that they had much issues.
Okay.
Because they have stayed there for
a long time. So they were comfortable staying there for a very long time.
They have made relationships with the owner of the house, because I even heard that we were staying at the last or the upper side, and someone already bought the down. So how do you buy a house that is not yours? But they were just having like that kind of setting.
That means the landlord is a very chill person then.
I think so.
One of the good landlords we have in Lagos. The house you're saying now is where?
Okay, Songotedo. Yeah.
Adiola, where do you stay?
I stay at Yaba.
Yaba. What's the housing?
Shomolu, to be precise.
Okay. What's the housing situation in Shomolu?
Man, it's crazy, because it's mostly old houses that we have there. Like, new houses are there, but not as much as the old houses. And even with the old houses, bad water, bad roof and all, it's still very expensive. Like, very expensive for you to rent. I started staying at Shomolu 3 years ago, and have been having house problem
since you started staying there.
Since I started staying. The first place I moved into, it was just a small room, because I didn't know anywhere there, so I just had to go to it. I think we're like 4 in a room.
In a small room?
Yes, very small room. I was paying 40k
yearly.
Then that was that time. It was a very small room.
Okay.
And
so
I had,
that's for real, it was like 160k.
Yes.
Okay.
So the first person that packed into the room among us, our mom was the one that made the toilet there, because the toilet was outside and our mom didn't want us to use public toilets. So she arranged the toilet. They paid for everything, but she was the one bringing girls. So when I wanted to resume Yaba Tech, that was when someone was like, okay, this woman is looking for somebody. Then I got there, I paid, and I just bought a small student bed and I started staying there. Well, our problem was that there's a grave.
There's a grave.
Yes.
You're staying on a grave.
Very close to our window. Wow. One, and that area was so bad that rats was disturbing through people's room, coming to our room. The holes everywhere. The ceiling was mad that to a point the ceiling was leaking anytime rain falls. Like we had to use buckets and all.
And it's not the landlord's business.
It's not the landlord's business. We complained, but according to other tenants, they were like, if you have any issues, the landlord does not do anything. You have to fix it yourself.
Yes. I think it's a general thing with Lagos housing. The landlords just give you the house and you live with your problem. It's little or no time before we see landlords that actually stand up and decides to fix issues in a house, which is terrible. And you spoke about this rodent issue. I think it's very rampant in Lagos.
Sure. And I don't even think it's just Lagos alone. Generally, I will say in a general form, Africans, we lack maintenance culture.
Yeah.
So we feel I've gotten it. I have it. So any stage it gets to, it's my thing. It gets spoiled, it doesn't get spoiled. I just feel like I've achieved it. So I have it. So they don't look inward, what in the next 5 years, how do I want this thing to be, or how is this going to be? I work on it, and I just think generally we just lack that maintenance.
They just build the house and leave it.
Yes, they just leave it. So
I know someone said my house where I stay currently is over 50 years. Yes, exactly. That was my reaction when. And I found out after I had already moved in, and I'm like, 51. I was not born then.
And recently, I just made a rule to myself that I don't want to pack into a house that someone has stayed before, even if it's just.
It has to be a new house.
It has to be like a new house.
Yes.
I have to be the one.
The first person in the house. Yes,
that's just it.
That was my own resolution, because I was born and brought up in the southern part of Nigeria, Warri Delta State to be precise, and housing in Warri is not as complex as real estate in Warri is not as complex as it is here. Maybe it's because I don't know, it's an oil city, so we have lots of land and all of that, and the houses there are well structured. There's a lot of space. I promise you, if you're in Lagos and you go to Lagos into Warri house, you enter a house in Warri, you're going to be like so there can be this much space in the house. I promise you, because I know that's one thing Warri has been blessed with. They understand the fact that people need space and ventilation. Lagos house does not have ventilation.
No. How do you feel house close to another one?
Jesus, you can't breathe.
And the fact that the two windows collide, like you want to open your own window.
You're seeing another person's window.
Exactly. Yes, that's so bad.
But then these people understand it over there. But in Lagos, I just feel a lot of Lagosians are more about let's get more, because it's a metropolitan city, you understand? So they just want to get more houses, and they get more houses, they put ridiculous prices, emphasis on the ridiculous prices.
I have experience of house hunting, and I went to this estate and they showed me a house that I still remember. The experience is well clear. The house was like a T-junction. You know, when you enter your house and from your sitting room to the next room to the next room to the next room, they are like T-junction, and you're like, I'm heading somewhere, and the next thing you're doing is you're going this way, and then all of a sudden I saw a balcony in the middle of the house, and the person is like, okay, you can just always come out from your room and just sit down, and you have this open roof stuff. And like, what do you understand that this is not supposed to be a house, and you guys are just building to it, and because of money
that could have been a plaza.
And you're telling people to pay rent for that. It doesn't look welcoming. It doesn't look comfortable. And you're telling me, no, you can come out and just sit down and have fresh.
No, agents do the most thing. They can tell you anything. They'll give you ideas on how to. No, it's not. The roof is not breaking. You just need to patch small cement. Just small cement. We patch the walls. They do the most. I don't know if you've gone house hunting and you're asking yourself, how are these people actually pitching this to me? Like, how do these people actually expect me to pay for this place? But then you're in Lagos and you don't have a choice. It's either you pay for that or you are stuck.
Yeah.
Because Lagos is a state that goes boom, 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 boom.
Definitely, you go out now, another person is entering that place.
Exactly.
So they feel like if it's the ball is in your court.
Yes, whether you did it or not.
Yeah, another person is going to take it. So
that's like someone said. One of my guests said it's a fight for which mediocrity is better.
Sure.
What suffering is better?
Better, yes. That's true.
She my suffer past your suffer. Afa, your suffer past my suffer. Or your suffer past my own suffer.
We all have a way of enduring, and it looks like everybody is okay with it.
I don't think we're enduring. I think we're just living. We don't have a choice because you get so hot so much in Lagos and housing and real estate, and you just say whatever they do, I'm gonna take it. Mm-hmm. Like you have come to that point, like you don't have a say.
You can't tell them what you want, no matter how it looks like. Because recently I had a issue in my house where I'm currently staying. So far so good. The landlord is trying to maintain the house. Yeah. Already the guy did a lot. He didn't just build the house in Lagos standard. The house is spacious. I could keep in my sitting room now. I have a 3-seater and a 2-seater, and I still have space that I can keep a mattress. I can keep another 3-seater.
What area is that?
Songotedo.
Okay, Songotedo houses are big.
And my room, the same thing with the wardrobe and the bed. I already have a place I can put like 2 extra beds. So, but the only thing is that because the owner of the house is not in Nigeria, so the brothers are like, they are not really looking forward to maintain it in a certain way. So if you don't report direct to the owner and he calls them for caution, like the things are not repaid. But I recently passed through the process of, I have a light issue. I think that's from the electrician that did connection to the whole building, and some of us have low voltage when they bring light and it switches out and we don't have light, but there is light in general in the estate, or the particular flats will not have light. And I called out to the brother, one of the brother that came to even collect rent, because they shuffled this thing like this year. A particular brother is coming to collect rent next year.
It's a family business.
Yeah, like that. So the one that got rent that year, I'm like, bros, okay, what's up? My light is having issues, and he has told the brother. You've told your brother, and
you leave the brother for the next year.
Say, I'm still having light issue. Once the light comes in, I've repaired my fridge. I bought gas for my fridge. Is it my light? Is it the bulb? I've bought bulb alone in that house. I spent up to 200,000
just
to replace bulb because of low voltage and everything. And is it things that are spoiled in the house because of the light? And you're not putting into that this is somebody that is wasting money.
Yeah.
And you're just don't worry, my brother has not given the final say, so I'll keep on leaving the house till the other brother came to look inward. I'm like, wow. So I have to suffer all this till somebody that have interest in that. I'm suffering. So what if other landlords are always doing like that? We all suffer a lot because we are staying in your house.
Your landlord has a thing, because I feel he just, like you said, they are brothers, so maybe that one wants to just wait for the next brother to handle the situation. I don't want to use my rent for this one. No, this one my other brother will run out. He doesn't want to use his own share of the rent, because if he's yearly, like me in my year, make just do fast, because maybe the brother did not spend anything on shit, and it's my own turn now. The light want to spend. Me, I'll be like, why is it my turn now? My light is spending. That kind of thing, and you have to like tell everybody, this is what I'm spending. Either we'll all come together and spend it together and we'll share it, or I will not use my own money. Like you said your friend's mother has to create toilet for you people to be using.
Yes.
And the landlord not give you the money for the toilet. And when you moved out of the house, the toilet was there for the next person.
The next person.
That's so selfish.
It was crazy.
That's so selfish.
Even where I'm staying now, we have this water issue. Before we packed in 2 years ago, the landlord was like, I complained about the water because they buy water there. Okay. And I was like, I don't want to spend my money buying water this time around. Please, I can't be buying water for a whole year every time. And of course, we use water every time. It was like, okay, no, the machine is working, but don't worry. When you pay, we'll set everything. I was like, okay, no problem. We paid, and it was like, okay, give us 3 months. Until I spent 2 years.
Yeah, 3 months has not. Don't worry. No, the 3 months is not over. They are not counting it well now. The 3 months is not.
They are not certain. Yeah,
they are not counting it well.
I was supposed to pay my rent recently. I was like, please, if you guys don't do this, repair this. Don't work on this. I'm not paying a dime. That's when he called somebody. I was like, the machine is working, but it's just dirt that was like, please look for someone to clean the dirt before I
It took
pay.
you 2 years.
That's so bad.
2 years to clean that dirt.
2 years.
You've collected rent. It's not like you did not collect rent. You collected rent.
And when it's time for before the month is already disturbing.
Yeah, that's
it's already disturbing. But
It
just those, even NEPA bill, you disturb a lot. Right now, we are still paying the bill of the old people
yes,
that were staying there before.
Imagine.
and I don't know why they do that. I think because I also had this light issue where I'm staying before they settled it. When we packed in, the landlord has a flat that they already have a prepaid meter, and the flat we packed in was very new, so they said PHAZ, whatever, power holding, whatever, equal.
EKDC.
Yeah, they did not distribute their own prepaid meter, so we are just using the general lights, and then the light was affordable, and definitely the estate has 24 hours lights. I mean, not just the estate providing light for each compound. I mean, there's light. So when I'm not a selfish person. If I see your services is good, I will pay for it. But when I don't see services, why am I paying for something that I am not receiving?
Exactly.
So when we packed in, there was lights, like 24 hours lights. So by the time you bring your bill, I will not have to complain because I know I have lights. You gave me lights. So at the point they stopped, there was no lights. You will have to like go weeks no light, and your bills like I will bring in this time is even more than when there was light.
Yeah, they'll tell you tariff one thing,
and you're not telling me to pay, and I'm like, no, there's no lights. Okay, now we are revolting for prepaid meter, and you're like, okay, we have to come individual to come and do this and come and do this. Do you know what happened when those guys brought prepaid meter? They counted lights that we did not use prepaid meter at that time for us to pay. And I'm like, what's going on in the country? Is this how we're surviving? Is this how people are thinking? We are now paying lights that we did not use prepaid meter for.
Yes,
and they counted it in the prepaid meter. Why?
They'll not add it. They'll not tell you that your prepaid meter has a debt on it. And then when you pay for a certain amount of units, they minus that one.
That's what they've been doing. I'm like, God. They don't just rate human. I don't think so.
No, they don't. The same thing I was saying, that these people that give you this house, gives you this land and all these things, they should have a little bit of humanity, because this money that people are putting into this is crazy. We spoke about demolitions and people that they just put on the streets. And you said that the land was the land was not their own, or whoever built on the land built on a faulty land. So in my head, I'm like, okay, if this is the issue, why not tackle this from the ground?
Sure.
Before it affects us civilians, before it gets to us, because you are having water issues, and this is part of the biggest problems we have in Lagos State, Lagos real estate to be precise. You see them, they're clearing houses because they said just built on a cannon, and you see that they said it's not supposed to be there, and it's crazy.
A lot of things. Before I even came here, I watched a video on this demolition house at Ikate. It stayed close to mine. At the point I panicked because I was like, what if I step out and I'm back, my house is demolished? What will I do?
That's a fear.
Like, what's the next thing? What am I going to do? So I had to watch the video on channels why they are doing this. So I heard a lot of the government official talking about in Lausa, people are supposed to come once you buy land. You're supposed to come there, notify your land, and you're supposed to bring your plan, your whatever land plan before. They have to check on what kind of building do you want to erect there.
They're setting allowed skills and all of that.
I'm like, so these millions of people didn't do this, and you guys in the estate, you allow them to erect the house and build and furnish and get a lot of people's rents, they get money, and then you just come out of the blue and say
send them away.
And some of them say they sent notice, and some people are complaining that the notice came so sudden, 2 days, 3 days, a week. And I said things are not done that way. And to you that are building your house, you're the agents, you're the owner of the land, you're the real estate, whatever, why are you not doing the proper thing too? why are we taking laws into our hand? Okay, let's forget that. Yeah, the I call them the admin. Yeah, the admin, the governments, the whatever. They are not also looking. They are not sympathizing with the citizen. You that you're close to them. You're the agent. You're close to them. You know that these are the things you're supposed to do. Why don't you do it? Why don't you go to the proper author and do things? Then before you look at people are sleeping on the streets and you feel, I don't do my own. I've gotten my money. For you is your money you're after, but you're not after life, because they're going to lose a lot. And there are people that cannot take these things. There are people that die. Yeah, they die at instant. Yes, thank you. So why are you not doing? You're risking a lot of things, not just your money is involved. You're risking life. So I feel we shouldn't just blame the government. Yeah, it's real estate people. It starts from us. Yes, it starts from us. Yes, you should do the proper thing. Look inward. Okay, this building that we are supposed to build here, is it the right structure? Is it on the proper land? Is it at the right lane? Because I know that we Nigerians, I will always say it since I was a kid, trying to know that when they want to do a major road, they break things, they break buildings, and I'm like, why do we have to wait why don't you don't let it happen from the start? Build your road. Yes, because that's what other country does. They build roads. Don't let it happen. Once they build road, they will now give you a specific place, a landmark that houses should be before you start building the house. Why do you allow people to build house before you build roads? Because it's going to affect you in future. And then I now do compensation. Compensation, that person will stand one day and compensate himself, emotions and family. Why? It's not right. Like, these are matters that can't be overflowed, because we actually need to do the right thing from the real estate agent. Please and please make proper findings that land is solid. I know everybody's looking for quick cash right now, but make proper findings that land is solid, to avoid any issues, to avoid people like losing a lot. We're all trying to make it in Nigeria. The country is already hard enough. Too hard. It's already hard enough. So please and please, if you are the real estate agent or you're the one that is going to do survey, please, all these findings, do your due diligence so that we will not have issues like this, so that matters like this can actually get solved, so that we can actually see solutions to this, because people are hurting in Lagos and in Nigeria as a whole. And real estate is one of the biggest parts of life. You cannot take it away. Real estate was from the beginning of creation, when God said, this land, make use of it, take it, dominate, and make it your own. It has been there from the onset. Yes. Sure. After food, there's always going to be shelter. There always has to be shelter. Yes. We just want to hide from the rain. They will not pay, and the rain will still be beating us in the night. Please. I'm begging you. So now we have come to the best segment of this day. Facts and fallacies of real estate. Okay. If you fail, you do real slow, 8 times very fast. Really? Very fast. Really? Yes, really. We are just novice, so what do we know? I don't know myself, I'm a novice. So you have to pray to God in heaven that you are getting it right. Okay. Fingers crossed. Land accessibility is one of the major housing challenges in Lagos, Nigeria. Fact or fallacy?
Fact.
It's fact. I want to say, can I explain to my understanding? But don't worry. So it's a fact. Yes.
Yes.
The fact. Final answer. Final answer. Well, it is a fact. It is a fact. Okay. All right. Let's go to this one. I'm giving you easy questions. I'm going easy on you. Okay. So easy on me, baby. Okay. All right. As more infrastructures are built, the value of property within a given area arises. Fact or fallacy?
Fact.
Scholars. It is a fact. Okay, your last one. No, I have to give you one hard one. No. Okay. When you look at each other, land pollution is the biggest environmental challenge in Lagos. True or false?
True.
Not true or false. Fact or fallacy?
Fact.
Was that your final answer?
Yes.
Who doesn't know? Don't you have eyes?
Like,
is it the air itself? It's so polluted that I feel that I need a good air. I can't breathe.
It's a fallacy.
Hey! Come again. What's the question?
Oh, now you want to hear it again.
What's the question?
I said the question was the biggest environmental challenge was land pollution.
Oh,
the biggest environmental challenge is water pollution in Lagos.
oh,
sorry. You call that question. That question.
Water pollution is the biggest problem in Lagos. Uncontrolled disposal of rusty waste, sediment carrying runoff and influence into lagoon system. How many clear waters do you see on the island?
Definitely, I don't even have a clear water in my house.
It's yellow
and it's salty water. It's so hard.
It's hard water. Exactly. It does not soap. Your soap will not be soaping.
Yes. Like, what the fuck? Water is not rushing on my body.
I know I used to stay in Lekki then. There's a place I used to stay in Lekki, and then you bathe and only if you don't know what to bathe in the house. If you don't go and buy pure water, you don't know, because you bathe and your hair will be white. And
I know a lot of skincare routine that is happening lately, because I think a lot of people are rushing to skincare because of they don't know that water causes acne.
It does. Yes. All this hard water.
Yes, hard water, it causes acne. So I feel
Lagosians take skincare the most serious.
Seriously, if you want to rate it, is Lagosians 100 skincare.
Lagosians take it very serious.
And once you rate it to island people.
Lekki,
give that to them.
Lekki. And then it's because of how bad the water pollution is in this area, and the housing here. You see, it's an island. We've built on this island, on the water and everything, and it's not even hard to access the water. And the ones you even get is one manageable seawater that enters your pumping machine, and then you have to bathe with
like how do I fish water and keep water. And my water is turning to oil
and it smells, and it has odor.
Yes.
If you can't store water in Lagos, the moment you store it has odor. It starts smelling.
It smells rusty.
I'm like, it's crazy living in Lagos.
And a lot of them are not trying to look inward.
Nobody's going to try it. No one's going to.
They're not doing that.
Not going to do it.
They're not treating the water. They're
not going to treat it for you. They don't care.
Shit.
They don't care. They're not going to treat it for you. It's survival of the fittest out here. Are you ready to survive in a jungle called Lagos?
Recently, people are still thinking of coming to this city.
I'm telling you, mommy, I want to make it. I left some I want to go home. Lagos is the center of excellence. Don't worry. There's a lot of excellence happening here, but it doesn't evade the fact that there are lots of real estate issues and real life happening issues over here, from rental to land acquisition. You heard the architects talk about a lot of other things. There are a lot of issues unresolved here, and the truth is that we have the channels to resolve these issues, and we are begging those channels that watch this video to please step in and start resolving the issue. Change starts from you. It starts from you watching. It starts from you deciding to say, okay, let me take a step. Let me put a call through. Thank you so much for watching today's episode, and I'm still your host, Shalom Mark, on Real Estate Realities of Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you for having me, Shalom.
You're welcome.
It was a beautiful episode. And that's it for today. Sign out. Bye.